One video is all you need to learn the 4 centers of a triangle: the centroid, circumcenter, incentre, and orthocentre. We'll go through their constructions, properties, and the ideas behind them step by step. Let's start with the centroid. The centroid is the point where the 3 medians of a triangle intersect. It is the point where a triangle would balance perfectly. One key property of the centroid is that it always lies inside the triangle. This is true even for obtuse triangles. Now let's look at another important property of the centroid. The centroid divides each median in a 1:2 ratio. This property helps us locate the centroid precisely on each median. Let's see why this is true. We can connect DF. Since D and F are midpoints, by the midpoint theorem, DF is parallel to BC and half the length of BC. Therefore, these 2 triangles are similar. Their similarity ratio is the ratio of DF to BC, which is 1:2. So GF and BG, as corresponding sides, are also in the ratio 1:2. Using the same argument, we can show that the other 2 medians are also divided in the ratio 1:2. The centroid has another remarkable property. The 3 medians divide the triangle into 6 smaller triangles of equal area. Let's prove it. First, let's look at these 2 smaller triangles. They have equal bases, BE and EC, and share the same height. Therefore, they have the same area. Using the same method, we can also get 2 more pairs of equal area triangles. Next, consider this triangle. Since D is the midpoint, its area is half of the whole triangle. Similarly, since F is the midpoint, the triangle on the other side is also half of the whole. If we subtract their common part, we get that S2 equals S5. By the same method, S1 equals S4 and S3 equals S6. Combining all the results, we conclude that all 6 triangles have equal area. Okay, that's the centroid. Next, let's look at the next center, the circumcenter. The circumcenter is the intersection point of the 3 perpendicular bisectors. Since O lies on the perpendicular bisector of AB, we have OA equals OB. Similarly, OB equals OC. So OA, OB, and OC are all equal. In other words, O is equidistant from the 3 vertices. Therefore, O is the center of the circumcircle. Now let's see where the circumcenter is located in different triangles. First, the acute triangle. In an acute triangle, the circumcenter is located inside the triangle. Next, the right triangle. In a right triangle, the circumcenter lies at the midpoint of the hypotenuse. Finally, the obtuse triangle. In an obtuse triangle, the circumcenter lies outside the triangle. That's the circumcenter. Now let's move on to the incentre. The incentre is the intersection point of the 3 angle bisectors. One important property of the incentre is that it is equidistant from the 3 sides of the triangle. In other words, if we draw perpendiculars from the incentre to the 3 sides, their lengths are equal. That's because the incentre lies on the 3 angle bisectors, which gives us 3 pairs of congruent triangles, and corresponding sides are equal. So the incentre is the centre of the incircle. Regardless of the type of triangle, the incentre always lies inside the triangle. Next, let's look at the area of a triangle. Suppose the inradius is R, and the 3 side lengths are A, B, and C. Since the incentre is the same distance from all 3 sides, we can split the triangle into 3 smaller triangles, each with height R. So, let's calculate the areas of these 3 smaller triangles one by one. Adding these 3 areas together gives us the area of the entire triangle. After simplifying, we arrive at a very useful formula for the area of a triangle. Okay, that's the incentre. Next, let's look at another triangle centre, the orthocentre. The orthocentre is the intersection point of the 3 altitudes of a triangle. The position of the orthocentre depends on the type of triangle. In an acute triangle, the orthocentre lies inside the triangle. In a right triangle, it is located at the right-angled vertex. And in an obtuse triangle, the orthocentre lies outside the triangle. Given the 3 vertices of a triangle and its orthocentre, any 3 of these 4 points form a triangle, and the remaining point is the orthocentre of that triangle. For example, if we take triangle BHC, the remaining point A is its orthocentre. Now that we've covered the 4 centres of a triangle, let's take a step back and look at them together. Something interesting appears when we connect them. We find that no matter what shape the triangle is, The centroid, circumcenter, and orthocentre always lie on a straight line called the Euler line. Moreover, the centroid divides the segment between the circumcenter and the orthocentre in a ratio of 1:2. That's everything for today. If you got it, great. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.